Aying. Using glue to cheat mysterious here. And I wanna say, TPOT 2 is not good. So TPOT 2 is the only episode of TPOT besides TPOT 4 where I still don't like it. TPOT 1 I said wasn't the best and was overhyped, but I still enjoyed some moments in this. TPOT 2 I feel the same with.
That is one big pile of shit.
And it's probably aged worse considering the writers have done bigger and better things with TPOT. Like even then. This sucked. Its length is still bad, but considering BFDI and TPOT later on have had episodes with similar length, that's more interesting, and it isn't interesting in the slightest. It's probably even worse. This episode is so long but still feels boring, like outside of Death Pact. Nothing big happens with the other teams. Nothing. Teammates. Oh, let's talk about Pin.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
For some reason, they wanted to give her this cheating arc for using glue. And it led to the writers basically doing this thing where they make Pin annoying for a few episodes.
That could work.
Hold it right there. I leave for 5 seconds to look at this funny plant, and you've decided to start cheating?
Cheating? 2 didn't say glue was off limits.
Shut up, you're so annoying!
Sure, this and TPOT 3 drop the arc as fast as possible. I guess considering Pin and BFDI of 15 was really annoying. The writers just love derailing Pin. This is just my opinion, but if this episode was shorter, nothing would change. It's always gonna remain the worst TPOT episodes. Even BFB has had way more interesting stuff in a shorter runtime. I guess Pillow decides to become more interesting here, but that's 2 things this episode does, and guess what? The newer episodes do everything better. They fix Pin. They gave Puffball an arc. They made Pillow even more interesting and made Price Tag an actual character. I just feel like this era of TPOT is overrated and the wait even worth the wait. TPOT 1 came out in January of 2021. TPOT 2 came out in 2022 of June. So like there, I don't know. I do like Black Hole at least. Like since the newer episodes stripe him away from his personality and he's really forgettable. I feel like this is his only good episode as well. I mean, Gady even gets more to do in the newer episodes. Why would I wanna rewatch this episode when the newer episodes and TPOT 9 prove that newer TPOT is really great? If TPOT was still on this schedule, we would only be on TPOT 5 or TPOT 4. I don't think long waits work for BFDI. Other object shows can get a pass. But BFDI for sure kind of doesn't. This episode has very little saving it. Its challenge is too basic for its length, and it's crazy how this era of TPOT is praised when it isn't even that good. It's metacore. Shallow, and that you'll forget this episode when it exists. Like a Pop-Tart, but Pop-Tarts are good. Anyways. This is not good.
Basketball would give us something to do.
I guess I'm kind of bored, but it's not like I'd rather do work.
Nothing. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
People really love giving modern TPOT a lot of shade for no actual reason aside from the writing. I don't actually get the hate for it. TPOT 15 and 13 episcally. I know this video is mainly on TPOT 2 especially. But people still bring TPOT 1 and 2's writing like it's S-tier despite 13 episodes and 12 way better and well-written episodes later. At least the newer episodes don't have as much filler despite some episodes straight up being longer than this. TPOT 2 is the only episode of BFDI still treat like its writing is S-tier. I feel like TPOT 9's Apocalypse was more entertaining. TPOT 11's exit battle with 4. More entertaining. TPOT 13's battle with Robot Flower and Death Pact again. So if you don't know who wrote TPOT 1 and 2, let me go on a quick summary. So Satomi wrote a couple episodes of pre-split. And like TPOT 1 and 2, the newer episodes are written by Sam, who wrote post-split. The hate for TPOT may be due to that. But also Carrie wrote a lot of post-split. So I don't get it. I know I rarely name drop the writers. But considering people really love dogging on his writing, I had to bring it up. Cause if TPOT was still going and being written by Satomi, we would be on TPOT 9.